All right, in this video I'm going to quickly cover some new features of my most popular software products or some of my best work. And so what you see here is my trade copier, which I call Duplicate Account Actions. In the front, in the back, is my enhanced chart trader platform, which is a family of products that allows you to build your own chart trader. And so let's just get into it here. In the description, I will put links to both the Trade Copier product page to my website and also the main Enhanced Chart Trader page where you can choose from the different products that you're looking at here. So, first of all, the Trade Copier, as you know, you select your master account by double clicking on the dash, and you select your follower accounts by single clicking on the account name. So you can see here I've got this configured with some Apex accounts. All my accounts show up. I've got a few accounts here that are waiting to be funded, 5 of those. But yeah, once you select the accounts, they go to the top of the list. As you scroll through accounts now, you can see a wide indicator at the top. The blue horizontal line is going to indicate that you have scrolled down. Same thing down here. At the bottom of this list, the shaded blue horizontal line is going to indicate that there are more accounts below in the list. So as I scroll all the way down, so as I scroll all the way down, the line disappears. I'm at the bottom of the list. And scroll all the way up, line disappears. I'm at the top of the list. When you hit this lock button, again, that locks it in place and just removes all the rest of the accounts from the equation that are not configured as either a master or a follower account. So just a heads up on that. I wanted you guys to be able to see that. This scrolling feature here, as well as there's been some other fixes in here with different mapping of instruments between mini and micro. Again, if you're not going to ever map an instrument, like say trade a mini on a master and a micro on the followers or vice versa, I would just turn this account off. So again, to turn this account off, you can actually hit the button here and it's just gone. It will no longer be factored in, this type button right here. You can also go into settings and get rid of it completely. I won't open the settings, but you can go into settings and get rid of any of these accounts or any of these columns quickly. So if you're not using a multiplier, for instance, you don't want to do 2 times, or you're not using the fade feature, which most people won't use the fade feature. It allows you to fade. Like if you're long on the master, go short on the followers, you can just turn that off as well. So again, I'm not going to cover all the features in here. There's a lot. It's pretty incredible and coming a long way. Thanks to you guys supporting me on this. If you are an Enhanced Chart Trader user and you're looking for a better trade copier, I would check this out. The main advantage of this, and I'm moving on quickly, is that we're not placing limit or stop orders on the follower accounts. You know, that's where it gets pretty, that's where things can get out of sync. If orders are not filled, orders are not placed at the exact same price, and moving and tracking all of those orders across all the accounts, what's happening is, with this, the way I have this written is, on the master account, we are tracking executions. And then on an execution event, then market orders get submitted to the follower account. So we're just keeping the positions in sync. That's all it is. So, yeah, and you can sort by size of the account here, so I can quickly see you know, my account's sorted by the size of the account. So anyways, I'm going to keep moving here on this. I just wanted you guys to see these updates and get them out also the guys that own this will be receiving a link to this video too. So moving on for the chart trader, real quickly, anyone that owns just the basic chart trader tools or a module such as closed bar entry orders, bracket entry orders, price-based entry orders, there's some significant updates for anyone that owns any part of the enhanced chart trader. So I want to show you that real quick. This I'm really excited about here. I didn't take too many trades today, but I do want to show you guys this. Here, you can now see your trades right on the chart. So this is my own custom written executions drawing function. So here, if you have it set to total, it's going to show the total. You can turn it off. Similar to Ninja Basic, it's just going to draw the arrows and the lines. So I can see a losing trade, a long losing trade here, right? Short here. So with that, sorry. And if I set it to total, then I can always see my total for each trade on the chart. So I can scroll through the chart and see here's a small losing trade. Here's a winning trade. All my trades are small today. I like to go for bigger targets, but just kind of how it worked out. Here was another trade. So if I hover my mouse over the entry arrow, I see that it was one contract short, and hovering over the exit arrow, I'm going to see some details. So here was just close, meaning the close button was clicked, and it shows the duration of the trade, so 9 minutes and 36 seconds. Same thing over here. I can see that target 1 was filled. That's what happened here. Target 1 got filled. The entire trade was 5 minutes and 59 seconds. And then lastly here, we can see that I was stopped out. Stop 1 was hit with a 15 minute and 45 second total time. So I think this is a big step because as you guys have seen with Ninja's chart trader and their executions display, the chart can get very cluttered. So I wrote this because, to solve a problem, to improve on it, but also when you're using my chart trader, there really wasn't a way to see executions the way that Ninja plots them. So that now has been solved. I want to point this out as you're on the chart, kind of in any of these areas, you can now hover and scroll. So like if I'm selecting here, I just move my mouse on top and I can change quickly using my scroll wheel. Same here, automatically. You don't have to click on it, you just move your mouse over top. It's highlighted and you're changing the order type. These buttons have been changed too, so for those of you that have bracket entry orders, same thing. If I scroll my mouse wheel, it's going to change the mode of the button. So with my bracket entry orders product, you can actually enter a bracket now. So let's just put this at 8 points above and below. So if I click now, it's going to put the bracket in immediately. 8 points above, 8 points below the last traded price. If I set this to close, which I scroll the mouse wheel, now it's going to do a bracket on close. So if I click this, it's going to be pending. It says bracket entry orders will be submitted 2 seconds before this bar closes. All right. So I want you guys to see that because I'm going to cancel this. Well, I'll let it play out. But before you have to go to the settings to change this between now and immediately on the close. Now you can just scroll your mouse wheel to change that. So let's activate this again. So 2 seconds to go. You can see that the orders went in. And so like this is what would be great for trading news, right? If you're 8:30, you can configure this to, if it's set to close, you can say, man, I want to put my orders in. However many seconds you want, 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds before the bar closes, you can get your orders placed. Same thing here with the close bar entry. Now if you scroll your mouse wheel, you can change between bar and level mode. Most of you guys have been using bar mode with this, where you click the button and then, if you get the up bar, it's going to submit the order on the close, or right here you get the down bar, you're going to be selling on the close. You can even configure these two to say buy on the next red bar, buy on the next down bar. So that is what I call bar mode, but if you scroll your mouse wheel, we're changing to level mode. So what level mode is going to do is when I click the button, I'm going to be able to select a level. So here I could do close above, right? So if I want to take this breakout, rather than placing a buy stop, I can place a buy close above. So what that's going to do is it's going to require a bar to close with a confirmed close of a bar above this high to get long. And these order types work above or below, like if I want to buy below, buy above. Again, it's just requiring a close beyond the level to enter the trade. And same thing with sell. Here I can sell above. So if it gets above here, closes above here, I want to sell. Closes below here, I want to sell. So either direction, either in either trade direction, and either above or below the market with those. Same thing here. This is the price-based entry orders product, which a lot of you guys have been using. So I can change between indicator mode and break mode. So set to indicator mode. What that's going to do is place my order at the indicator that I've configured. So in this case, let's see what happens here. Indicator mode. Oh, we haven't selected the plot. So I need to select the plot. So we'll click, and then we're going to click on, I'm going to do the 50 EMA actually. So now that the 50 EMA is selected, even though the button says 20, you can change that in the settings. I had that customized to 20. Actually, let's just go ahead and put it on the 20. So we'll select the 20 EMA. Now once that's configured, it's always going to be the 20 EMA. So when I click this button, I immediately get an order that begins to work at the 20 EMA and trail up with the 20 EMA. And I can cancel that order too. Again, scrolling my mouse wheel here, I'm not going to go through all these features, but break mode is mostly for Renko or range, but what it's going to do is trail an order. So like if I click this and I've got an order at the low of the bar, and it's going to trail the order up. Sorry, it's on the 20 MA. Right here. Break. There we go. So now it's on break mode, and it's going to trail an order at the low of the bar. So if it's on break mode, what it's going to do is, you'll see, we'll just watch it here. So when this bar closes, it's going to move the order up to right below this bar. So it's 6 seconds to go. So how this works on range bars and Renko bars, see, so it moved it up quickly and then it got filled, is it's going to trail it up with the known close. So like with, this is my live account. I'll close this. Or my Apex evaluation account. It's going to trail the order. So like with Renko bars, you know where the bar is going to close, right? So if you have a pullback and the market's coming down, you can have your buy stop sitting at the known close of the Renko bar. So I'll link this product below as well. It's called price-based entry orders. If you guys want to look at that, if you would like one click, being able to click a button and immediately place your orders at a selected plot without using the buy click. So you guys know, like, you can also always use the buy click and sell click feature where you can select the plot this way and immediately attach an order. But if you're trading off of these averages a lot, one click is better than 2 clicks, right? To simplify it down to where you can make one click and you're into the trade, or you're working the order at the plot. So being able to scroll through those different settings, so with the scroll wheel is a big change, because now you don't have to go into the settings. Like, for example, if you want to do a bracket immediately, you can just scroll over here and set the bracket now and you're ready to go. You want to do it on the close, you can change it to close. And the same thing with these close bar entry orders buttons, scroll wheel. Same thing here with the price-based entry orders buttons. Oh yeah, for those of you that use your break even instead of reverse here, you can do the same thing. So you can scroll the mouse wheel to change your break even offset up and down. So it's like break even +1, 2, or just regular break even. You would hover your mouse here and scroll up and down to change that break even button. And then lastly, what I want to do is cover the ATM strategy planning updates. So ATM strategy planning comes with either one of two products: advanced exit orders management or the essential chart trader tools. So the essential chart trader tools includes like position sizing, these quick select buttons up here where you can change between ATMs, and a bunch of other features included with the essential chart trader tools, one-click entry as well. But the main things are the position sizing in these buttons here, and then the ATM strategy planning. This trailing stop is advanced exit orders management. So again, to manage your exit orders, planning your ATM strategy can be a key component of that. So this ATM strategy planning feature is included with both, like I said, to be repetitive, advanced exit orders management and essential chart trader tools. So let's take a look at that. So if you want to plan a trade before you ever get into the trade, when you hover over these market buttons, you're going to see it pop up. Okay, so you're going to see what you have selected. So I'm going to select a different one here. I'm going to select the 20-point target and the 20-point stop. So now if I hover over these market buttons, I'm seeing, short entry, right, with a 20-point target stop. Move out, a long entry, 20-point target, 20-point stop. So that's giving you a heads up as what's going on. But now you can also plan your trade. So how this works is you click on this info to launch the plan. Now you can move your mouse down and begin to move this around and plan your trade. So as I move this, a button pops up and you can see it's saying place sell. So I'm planning this trade. Let's say that in theory I want to get short when it drops. I would never do this, but let's say I want to get short when it drops below the VWAP, and my target is going to be when it gets down to this low. And then lastly, my stop's going to be up here above the high. Now I've got my trade planned and I can click on place sell. And when I do that, I get the live order in place. And these have been adjusted, right? So if I were to go edit this ATM, which was originally 20 points or 80 ticks, when I click edit, I can now see 135, do this math in my head, right? 135 tick stop loss, 181 profit. That is exactly what we configured when we planned out this trade. So let me go ahead and cancel this order. So again, this is called ATM strategy planning. And when this button's red here, it means you need to reset it because you've modified this ATM strategy in the chart. So you want to hit this red button, take it back to what it was by default. So again, here, when I hover my mouse over this, it's going to show the plan. I can move out, it goes away. But what's cool is the new planning feature. So again, when I click this, now I'm in planning mode. Now when I move down here, I can change this to a long just by clicking where it says long or short entry. So you see right there, I clicked, now it's short, click, becomes long. All right, so again, if I'm planning a long trade, let's say I want to buy down here. I want to buy when it gets to the 50, right? And I think what's going to be next for this, it's going to be amazing, is risk rewards. Being able to actually see your risk reward right here and plan accordingly. I've talked to a lot of you guys about this. So this trade here, fact, we're not even going to give it more space than this, right? So the plan for this trade here would be to buy at the 5 minute. This is the 5 minute 20 EMA. I'm on a 1 minute chart right now. All right. So you can see I'm going to have about a 12, 13 point stop with a 29 point target when it retests the high. Again, same thing. I can click place buy. Now my order's been placed and I'm ready and prepared to take this trade. So this is something I've been working on here the last week, and I think it's going to be, and again, I can adjust these after the live orders pending as well to make changes to the ATM. Same thing up here, and it actually replaces the order with the updated ATM so that when I'm filled, my new plan is in effect. So I'm going to close that. But yeah, that pretty much wraps up the updates. There's been a lot of other like cosmetic changes and different things happening, but I wanted to keep you guys informed on what's happening, and then some of you guys might want to see some of these new features and take advantage of them. That's right. Or add something to what you already have in this chart trader by purchasing one of these modules. So the last thing I'll do is just show you the position sizing since we didn't talk about this. So again, if I'm planning out this trade, let's go long at the VWAP this time. And let's say I want to risk $800, all right? This is actually, if you watch me move this stop loss around, this is literally changing the contracts as I move. So here, you can see how if I'm going to risk 8 points, I can take a 5 contract trade. It keep going up, 6 contracts, 7 contracts. So obviously you guys know what makes sense on how many points of a stop loss, but if you're wanting to keep your dollar amount risk the same per trade, okay, and just adjust your contracts based on that dollar amount and based on the size in points of your stop loss, this is how you're going to do it. Right, so if I were to have my stop here, then I could do a 3-lot trade. But now if I get down here, I'm going to have to do a 2-lot trade. That is if I don't want to risk more than $800. If I get down here, it's going to be a 1-lot trade because risking more than 1 lot would exceed our $800 risk. So as I click that, number of contracts change. Again, I can hit place buy, order goes in, and we have the trade planned out. If I wanted to attach this order to the plot, again, you guys know this by now, but I would just click. Now my order is attached to the plot. It's going to trail up on that plot until I'm filled. So I'm gonna close this out, but thanks for making it through this whole video, you guys. I'm gonna email this out, and if anyone's landing here on YouTube in a search, thank you for watching the whole video. I hope that you'll reach out and just explore what I have to offer here in this chart trader. I think that there's a lot of things that bring real value to the NinjaTrader platform built into this. So appreciate you guys. More updates, more videos coming as we wrap up the summer here. But man, I am excited thinking about the fall and the trading opportunities that we're going to have coming up. So thanks, guys.